He wore his face. He wore his face. Hey friends, welcome to Christy Reacts. If you're new here, I'm Christy, and here's where we watch all the shows and movies that you recommend. And today's movie is a really important film. It is my older brother Jorge's favorite movie of all time, or one of his favorite movies of all time. He considers it a masterpiece, and he's actually been really excited for me to watch it and encouraging me to watch it. So we are gonna watch it, and it's The Silence of the Lambs. Like I said, Jorge loves this movie, and I love my brother, so this one's for you. Thank you for everything you do for the channel. My channel loves you, and so do I, brother. But first, I want to thank today's video sponsor, Aura. As scary as Hannibal is, nothing frightens me more than the idea of my personal information floating around the dark corners of the internet. Hannibal Lecter may be a fictional character, but data brokers and hackers are real live digital ghouls. It's unsettling how easily your information can be misused if it falls in the wrong hands. This year, we've already had several chilling data breaches. Dell, AT&T, Fidelity, and even Ticketmaster were compromised, exposing millions of people's personal data. And the most terrifying of all, a few months ago, National Public Data had a breach that put over 2.9 billion public records at risk, including sensitive details like social security numbers. That's why I trust Aura to protect me. Aura is constantly scanning the dark web, public records, and even court filings to see if my information is being misused. If something alarming comes up, Aura sends me real-time alerts so that I can take action immediately. They even provide identity theft insurance to cover me if the worst were to happen. Aura also helps with password management, blocking unwanted data cells, and even provides me with a VPN so my browsing stays private. Whether it's stopping digital monsters from selling your information or keeping your data safe from breaches, Aura has you covered. If you want to keep your data safe this Halloween, go to aura.com/ChristyReacts to start your 2-week free trial. By doing this, you're not only keeping your data safe, but you're also supporting my channel. Thanks again, Aura, for keeping me and my personal details safe in this spooky digital world. We chose this movie because we wanted to do something scary for Halloween, although I hear that this is not so much of a scary or a horror movie as much as it is a psychological thriller, which I prefer over horror movies, so I'm excited to watch it. I know that Sir Anthony Hopkins is in it, and he plays a cannibal, and Jodie Foster is an agent, maybe an FBI agent, who is maybe trying to catch Hannibal. I'm not sure. Is he like a serial cannibal? Does he go around eating people and then disappears and then they have to find him? I'm not sure, and actually I'm just gonna stop guessing and start watching. I wanted to ask y'all to subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. Click that button, give it a little ding, and come join the party. And also go check out my Patreon if you're so inclined. I have early access to videos, access to my video podcast, ability to nominate films for me to watch or vote on those polls, and the full-length reaction if you like to watch along. Huge thanks to all of my patrons. I really appreciate your support, and I love y'all. Also, my channel sponsors who are really important to the channel, and those are John Colson, Bradley, Derek Davis, Mr. Avatar, Treetop Jones, Matt N, Michael Norman, Sean Goforth, and Joshua Kittlestead. Okay, I got my hydration station and my headphones. Yes, my headphones are here, and I'm ready to watch, so let's do it. I'm a silly goose. Woods near Quantico. VA? Is that Virginia? The Silence of the Lambs. Are there lambs in this movie? I mean, probably. It's in the title. In Spanish, this movie is called The Silence of the Innocent. FBI Academy. Okay, yeah, so she's in the FBI. She's so young here. I'm excited.
Darling! Crawford wants to see you in his office.
Thank you, sir.
What did you do, Sterling? Oh, her agony pain? I hate all of those. Christy! How old could she be? Like 24? 23? She looks like 18. Oh, it's a novel. Jonathan Demme? I've never heard of him. What? Oh my god. Oh my god. Skinning.
Your instructors tell me you're doing well. Top quarter of your class.
I hope so. They haven't posted any grades yet.
A job's come up, and I thought about you. Not a job, really, more of an interesting errand. I remember you from my seminar at UVA. I gave you an A.
A-, sir.
Huh. She also remembers.
We're interviewing all the serial killers now in custody for a psychobehavioral profile. The one we want most refuses to cooperate. I want you to go after him again today in the asylum. The psychiatrist, Hannibal Lecter.
Hannibal the cannibal.
Oh, so
If he won't cooperate, I want just straight reporting. How's he look? How's his cell look? Is he sketching, drawing? If he is, what's he sketching?
Okay, so he's gelled. So she's not finding him.
Why the urgency? Some connection between him and Buffalo Bill, maybe?
I wish there were. Be very careful with Hannibal Lecter. And you're to tell him nothing personal, Starling. Believe me, you don't want Hannibal Lecter inside your head.
Oh, he's a monster. Pure psychopath. From a research point of view, Lecter is our most prized asset.
Wow, this is cool. I like that.
You know, we get a lot of detectives here, but I must say I can't ever remember one as attractive. This can be quite a fun town if you have the right guy.
Oh my god. How inappropriate.
My instructions are to talk to Dr. Lecter and report back this afternoon.
Sheesh.
Crawford's very clever, isn't he, using you, pretty young woman, to turn him on? And oh, are you ever his taste, so to speak? Do not touch the glass. Do not approach the glass. You pass him nothing but soft paper. If he attempts to pass you anything, do not accept it. Do you understand me?
Would you be scared?
When the nurse leaned over him, he did this to her. The doctors managed to reset her jaw, more or less. Save one of her eyes.
They haven't showed it. I hope they don't.
Even when he ate her tongue.
He ate her tongue?
If Lecter feels that you're his enemy, maybe we'll have more luck if I go in by myself.
You might have suggested this in my office and saved me the time.
I would have missed the pleasure of your company, sir.
When she's finished, bring her out.
Would you be scared? I mean, I feel like there's like he's in a cell. What can he do to me? I mean, they're clearly not taking him out of his cell like they had to do for doing an EKG. So I don't know. I'd be nervous, certainly, but he's restrained or constrained.
Hi, I'm Barney.
Hi, Barney.
I'll be watching. You'll do fine.
Oh. Why does everyone get bars and he gets glass? Wow.
Good morning.
Is he expecting her?
Dr. Lecter, my name is Clarice Starling.
May I see your credentials?
Certainly.
Closer, please. Closer.
I'm here to learn from you. Maybe you can decide for yourself whether or not I'm qualified enough to do that.
Does he like that?
Sit, please.
He's so creepy.
What did Miggs say to you? Multiple Miggs in the next cell. What did he say?
He said, I can smell your...
I myself cannot.
In case you were wondering.
You use Evian skin cream. And sometimes you wear lead at home, but not today.
How do you know that? How would you know that?
That is the Duomo scene from the Belvedere.
All that detail just from memory, sir?
Memory, Agent Starling, is what I have instead of a view. Jack Crawford must be very busy indeed, hunting that new one, Buffalo Bill. Why do you think he removes their skins, Agent Starling?
Most serial killers keep some sort of trophies from their victims.
I didn't.
No, you ate yours.
You send that through now.
I love learning about psychopaths and sociopaths' brains and how they don't experience real guilt. I don't know. I'm fascinated.
Oh, Agent Starling, you think you can dissect me with this blunt little tool? Do you know what you look like to me with your good bag and your cheap shoes? You look like a rube, but you're not more than one generation from poor white trash, are you, Agent Starling? And that accent you've tried so desperately to shed, pure West Virginia. All those tedious, sticky fumblings in the backseats of cars, while you could only dream of getting all the way to the FBI.
Wow. Ruthless.
Why don't you look at yourself and write down what you see? Maybe you're afraid to.
Great point. But I wouldn't taunt him.
A census taker once tried to test me. I ate his liver with some fava beans and a nice Chianti. You fly back to school now, little Starling.
Okay, take back that I wouldn't be scared. This is definitely scary because it's creepy and he is kind of he would get in my...
I bit my wrist. Look at the blood! Gotcha!
Oh my god! Oh my god!
I would not have had that happen to you. Discourtesy is unspeakably ugly to me. Look deep within yourself, Clarice Starling. Go seek out Miss Moffat, an old patient of mine. Go now!
Oh my god, so much happened in that 15 seconds. First of all, gross, Migs. What? I want to throw up. And secondly, how he changed his mind so quick to help her. I feel like he could definitely get in my head. She should go take a shower right now.
Daddy!
Hey, Clarice.
All right.
You're dead, Starling. Where's your danger area?
In the corner, sir.
Did you check the corner?
No,
No,
That's the
sir.
reason you're dead.
To enter or exit. Rule 404.
Everyone just looks at her.
Sir?
Miggs is dead.
Dad.
The orderly heard Lecter whispering to him all afternoon and Miggs crying. They found him at bed check. He'd swallowed his own tongue. Moffat. Any follow-up on her?
I thought the yourself reference was too hokey for Lecter, so I looked in the phone book and there's a yourself storage facility right outside of downtown Baltimore, sir.
She's sharp.
For 10 years, prepaid in full. The contract is in the name of a Miss Hester Moffat.
Oh, there you go.
Yes, I won't disturb anything, I promise. I'll be out of here before you know it.
What do you think she's gonna find in here? What could she find in there? That's also pretty smart. I don't think I would have thought of that. Maybe that's why she's in the FBI and not me.
If this door should fall down or anything else, this is the number for our Baltimore field office.
I never understood taxidermy. Like, why? It's a big storage unit. It's a little creepy. Uh-oh. Did the door close and now you're stuck in there? I hope not. Because that would be scary. Oh my god. It's a head.
Hester Moffat. It's an anagram, isn't it, Doctor? The rest of me? Miss, the rest of me? Meaning that you rented that garage?
They said to not accept anything from him.
Your bleeding has stopped.
How did you?
Why don't you ask me about Buffalo Bill?
Why don't we talk about Miss Moffat?
His real name is Benjamin Rasbell. I did not kill him, I assure you, merely tucked him away very much as I found him after he'd missed 3 appointments.
Oh.
Garden variety manic depressive. Tedious, very tedious. Jack Crawford is helping your career, isn't he? Apparently he likes you and you like him too. Do you think Jack Crawford wants you sexually? True, he is much older, but do you think he visualizes scenarios?
That doesn't interest me, Doctor. Frankly, it's the sort of thing that Miggs would say.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. What do you think he told Miggs that made him want to choke on his own tongue?
What happened to your drawings?
Punishment, you see, for Miggs. When you leave, they'll turn the volume way up.
Dang.
I've been in this room for 8 years now, Clarice. I know they will never ever let me out while I'm alive.
Wow.
What I want is a view. I want a window where I can see a tree, or even water. I'm offering you a psychological profile of Buffalo Bill, based on the case evidence. I'll help you catch him, Clarice.
What an interesting offer.
Tell me who decapitated your patient, Doctor.
All good things to those who wait. Our little Billy must already be searching for that next special lady.
I don't know. I mean, if he really is jailed forever, then why not let him see the file and maybe he can actually help? No way. Don't help a stranger in the middle of the night putting something in his van. Do not do it. Please don't do it. I would do it because I'm dumb, but I'm asking you not to. Just listen to me this one time.
Okay. Yeah, you can set it down. That's good. And I want to push it all the way up.
No, don't
I really
get in the
appreciate
truck.
it.
No, don't get in the truck.
That's great.
Please.
Hey, are you about a size 14?
Sorry?
What? I know, por favor.
Good.
What's he trying? What does it matter, the size? You only like girls that are size 14?
Oh, good. Good.
Is he gonna skin her? Oh no.
Been in the water about a week. Looks like a Buffalo Bill type situation.
No. Dios mío.
Keeps them alive for 3 days. We don't know why.
Oh, interesting.
3 days. Then he shoots them, skins them, and dumps them. Water leaves us no trace. This new one today washed up here.
Skinning someone is crazy.
Oh, he's a white male. He's got his own house somewhere, not an apartment. He's in his 30s or 40s. He's got real physical strength. Got a real taste for it now, and he's getting better at his work. You haven't mentioned anything about the information contained in my report or Dr. Lecter's offer, sir.
Considering it.
That's why you sent me in there, isn't it? To get his help on Buffalo Bill, sir?
If I'd sent you in there with an actual agenda, Lecter would have known it instantly.
Yeah, he would have seen right through it. I'm glad that they didn't tell her ahead of time. That makes sense. And Hannibal's really smart. He would have seen right through it. Or maybe he did. Who knows?
We'll extend you every courtesy, but right now, Sure. Just as soon discuss it in private.
What? Why is he looking over at her? This is such a man's world. And look at how everyone just looks at her. It's like a freak. She's just a woman doing her job, and a damn good one. but they make her feel so out of place. Is this another funeral? Another person? Oh, that's her. Okay, I get it. It's a memory of when her dad died.
Excuse me, gentlemen, you officers and gentlemen, listen here now. Y'all brought her this far and that her folks would thank you if they could. And now, please, go on now, let us take care of her. Go on now.
Nobody listens.
Thank you.
They do begrudgingly. I'm glad that she's starting to be more confident.
Ray?
For the smell, huh? What is it? Big vapor rub? White big vapor rub?
Let's take a look at her.
Star-shaped contact entrance wound over the sternum.
I low-key want to see.
2 of her fingernails are broken off, and there's dirt or grit under them. It looks like she's tried to claw her way through something.
These close-ups are so good.
She's got something in her throat.
A moth?
What is that?
That's a bug cocoon.
Cocoon?
No way that could get way down in there like that.
Unless somebody shoved it in there.
This man is sick.
Victim's skin removed, this time in 2 large diamond-shaped sections above the buttocks.
Oh my god.
When I told that sheriff we shouldn't talk in front of a woman, that really burned you, didn't it?
Matters, Mr. Crawford. Cops look at you to see how to act. Matters.
It matters.
Point taken.
I like Crawford.
It was found behind the soft pallet of a murder victim. The body was in the Elk River in West Virginia.
You mean this is like a clue from a real murder case?
Cool. A clue.
Just ignore him. He's not a PhD. What do you do when you're not detecting, Agent Starling?
Try to be a student, Dr. Pilcher.
You ever go out for cheeseburgers and beer?
Are you hitting on me, Doctor?
Yes.
Agent Starling, meet Mr. Acherontius Styx. Only live in Asia.
Asia?
Oh.
To be specially raised from imported eggs.
Somebody grew this guy. Somebody loved him.
For what? I still haven't seen one lamb. God.
Catherine Martin, the 25-year-old daughter of Senator Ruth Martin, is now believed to have been kidnapped by the serial killer known only as Buffalo Bill. Young Catherine Martin is the only daughter of U.S. Senator Ruth Martin, the Republican junior senator from Tennessee.
Oh, okay. So the other girl was not this girl. Okay.
I'm speaking now to the person who's holding my daughter. You have the power. You are in charge. I know you can feel love and compassion. My daughter is Catherine.
Boy, that's smart.
Release her unharmed.
She sees Catherine as a person and not just an object. It's harder to tear her up.
Please.
I don't know. The psychopaths don't feel mercy or guilt.
I am not just some turnkey, Miss Starling.
This is the number for the U.S. Attorney's Office. I think you discuss this with him, or you let me do my job. You understand?
Move out of the way.
If your profile helps us catch Buffalo Bill, the senator promises you a transfer to the VA hospital at Oneida Park, New York.
Wow.
You'd have reasonable access to books.
Yes.
1 week of the year, you get to leave the hospital and go here. Plum Island. You may walk on the beach. You may swim in the ocean for up to 1 hour. And there you have it.
You get a transfer with a view and vacation every year. All expenses paid. Do it.
Catherine Martin dies, you get nothing.
They have 3 days.
Plum Island Animal Disease Research Center. Sounds charming.
Very nice beach. Terns nest there. There's...
If I help you, Clarice, it will be turns with us too. Quid pro quo. I tell you things, you tell me things. Not about this case, though. About yourself. Poor little Catherine is waiting.
Why would you want to know about her?
What is your worst memory of childhood?
Death of my father. He was a town marshal. One night he surprised 2 burglars coming out of the back of a drugstore. When he left me, I had nothing. I was 10 years old. Quid pro quo, Doctor.
Your turn.
Miss West Virginia, was she a large girl?
They all were. She had an object deliberately inserted into her throat.
Was it a butterfly?
Yes, a moth.
The significance of the moth is change. Our Billy wants to change too. After your father's murder, you were orphaned. What happened next?
What does he want to know? Does he take joy in...
I went to live with my mother's cousin and her husband in Montana. They had a ranch. I ran away.
Why, Clarice?
Quid pro quo, Doctor.
Look for severe childhood disturbances associated with violence. Billy wasn't born a criminal. He was made one through years of systematic...
Oh no, this guy's listening into the conversation.
His pathology is 1,000 times more savage.
I hope he doesn't mess with the investigation.
Mister, my family will pay cash. Whatever ransom you're asking for, they'll pay it.
It rubs the lotion on its skin or else it gets the hose again.
Okay.
What do you think he wants her to rub the lotion, maybe to make the skin softer? And
See, my mom is a real important woman.
Entiendo, why is he so crazy?
It places the lotion in the basket.
I want to see my mommy.
Oh, is he feeling?
Put the lotion in the basket!
Warranted. I would also scream like that if I saw that.
You still think you're gonna walk on some beach and see the birdies? I called Senator Ruth Martin. She never heard of any deal with you.
This guy's gonna mess with everything.
Stand outside and shut the door.
Barney's like, really? Are you sure?
There never was a deal with Senator Martin, but there is now. Identify Buffalo Bill. And if the girl is found in time...
What's he thinking?
Transferred to Brushy Mountain State Prison in Tennessee. You answer me now, or by God, you'll never leave this. Who is Buffalo Bill?
His first name is Louis. I'll tell the rest of the senator herself, but only in Tennessee. And I have a few conditions of my own.
Smart.
Did you have a trainee make some sort of phony offer to Lecter? Yeah, I rolled the dice. I had to. Well, she's mad as hell, Jack. Paul Krenler's over here from Justice. She's asking him to take over in Memphis.
I know. I didn't know it was a phony offer. And she also probably didn't know either, I don't think, because he would see through her lies. This is scary. This mask is scary.
Welcome to Memphis, Dr. Lecter. I'm Lieutenant Boyle. This is Sergeant Patrick.
He's so dangerous. They have to tie him up, put a mask on him so he doesn't bite anyone. The pen is missing.
Sir, use mine.
How? How'd he take it? Wow.
Dr. Lecter, I brought an affidavit guaranteeing your new rights.
Clarice Starling and that awful Jack Crawford have wasted far too much time already. Let me help you now, and I will trust you when it is all over. Buffalo Bill's real name is Louis Friend. He was referred to me by my patient Benjamin Raspel. Apparently, Louis had murdered a transient and done things with the skin. Tell me, Senator,
Can't believe he
did
knew
you nurse
who he
Catherine
is.
yourself?
I did.
Toughened your nipples, didn't it?
Oh, son of a bitch.
Amputate a man's leg and he can still feel it tickling. When your little girl is on the slab, where will it tickle you?
What's he doing?
This thing back to Baltimore.
5'10", strongly built, about 180 pounds. Hair blonde, eyes pale blue. But if I think of any more, I will let you know.
I don't get it. He's helping, but then he's taunting her.
Oh, and Senator, just one more thing. Love your suit.
Why is he like that?
Agreed to assist in the investigation.
And they didn't even sign the things.
Access to Lecter is strictly limited. We've been getting death threats.
I understand, sir.
Log in and check your weapon.
Well, I guess.
Look how they look at her. I hate it.
Is it true what they're saying? Some kind of vampire?
They don't have a name for what it is.
My God. This is a much better cell than what he used to have before. Well, he did cooperate a lot.
Good evening, Clarice.
I thought you might like your drawings back, Doctor.
Or did Jack Crawford send you for one last wheedle before you're both booted off the case?
No, I came because I wanted to.
People will say we're in love. Anthrax Island. That was an especially nice touch, Clarice. Yours?
Yes.
She knew.
That was good.
She knew it was a fake offer.
Your anagrams are showing, Doctor. Lewis Friend, iron sulfide, also known as fool's gold. You were telling me the truth back in Baltimore, sir. Please continue now.
What does he do, this man you seek?
He kills women.
No, that is incidental.
He takes her skin.
He covets.
He wants their skin.
That is his nature. We begin by coveting what we see every day.
Now, please tell me how.
No. It is your turn to tell me, Clarice.
These games.
Why did you leave that ranch?
We don't have any more time for any of this now. Please listen to me. We've only got 5.
No. I will listen now. You went to live with cousins on a sheep and horse ranch in Montana.
And one morning, I just ran away.
What set you off?
I heard a strange noise, screaming. I crept up into the barn.
What did you see?
Lambs.
Oh.
They were screaming.
They were slaughtering the spring lambs?
No.
I opened the gate to their pen, but they wouldn't run. They just stood there. I took one lamb and I ran away as fast as I could. I didn't get more than a few miles when the sheriff's car picked me up.
Oh my God. You were 10 with a lamb.
You still wake up sometimes, don't you? And hear the screaming of the lambs.
Yes.
And you think if you save poor Catherine, you could make them stop, don't you? You think if Catherine lives, you won't wake up in the dark ever again to that awful screaming of the lambs.
Okay, the title is making more sense, but I'm having trouble figuring out why he wants to know so much about her.
Dr. Chilton, I presume.
He didn't say it. He didn't say anything. He had to.
Out.
True.
Sorry, ma'am, I've got orders.
Well, let me know when those lambs stop screaming, won't you? Your case file.
He really likes her, I think. I think he's playing with her mentally. Definitely playing with her, but I think he wants to impress or help her somehow. I don't know why. He's like fixated or like fascinated with her. I would go through the case files. I feel like he would sneak something in there for her. Wow. With a lamb. Wow, he is fascinated. He has privacy. His bathroom privacy.
Son of a bitch demanded a second dinner. Lamb chops, extra rare.
Is that from the pen? I love lamb chops.
Good evening, gentlemen.
I haven't had them in years. What's he gonna do? Is he gonna use it to undo his... Why am I blanking? How do you call that?
Okay.
Hand me that, would you?
Mind the drawings, please.
Please don't mess up the drawings. They're incredibly awesome. Do you... Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. He's taking his sweet time, too. Oh my God. Handcuffs. He's so dangerous.
Ready when you are, Sergeant Pembry.
Did somebody go up on 5?
No,
Nobody went up.
Holy shit.
It's coming down. It's coming down.
It stopped.
We're going up.
Oh my god, this is scary. I wonder what he did. I mean, he killed the 2 policemen, the guards, but now what? Oh my god, what is that?
Oh, God.
Oh my god. How'd he even do that?
Pete Lecter's missing and armed.
He's alive. Sergeant Tate, he's alive. Breathing in and out. That's it. You're doing a good job.
What? Where'd he go? He stopped at 3. What's on 3?
We're losing him. Downstairs.
Oh my god.
We think he's on 2.
Oh. What could it be? Is it him?
Put your hands on your head. Under the leg.
Yeah, that's what I would have done.
We're opening the hatch.
My god, imagine getting shot and you having to just be completely still. Not even a flinch. Did he die? No way. Oh my god. Is that other guy in the elevator Pembry and this is Hannibal? Yes!
Pressure is 130 over 90. Yes.
So smart. What'd he do to his own face?
And the patient is on 10 meters long.
He wore his face! He wore his face!
Crew is dead. He killed a tourist, too.
He won't come after me.
Oh, really?
Oh, he will.
He would consider that rude. The thing is that Lecter said everything we need to catch him with is right here in these pages.
Maybe you should go through those pages. I think he may have left you a clue. That's the type of thing he would have done. Right? I want to believe it. It's like leather. It's like human leather.
Doesn't this random scattering of sight seem desperately random?
What does he mean?
Not random at all, maybe.
Or even found in random order.
Random because of the one girl.
Frederica Vimmel from Belvedere, Ohio. What did Lecter say about the first principles?
Simplicity.
Wow, these close-ups.
How do we first start to covet?
We covet
what we see, yeah.
You know her.
I love that 2 women are solving this. Now we have 2 killers on the loose. Buffalo Bill and Hannibal Lecter.
I don't know nothing new to tell you. Police been back here so many times already. Her bedroom's how she left it.
That's not him. Not him. Is he making a woman's suit to wear? Even the legs? Or just this part? Just a torso? Oh, put those back. Put them away. You don't want anyone seeing that. That's her private pictures.
He's making himself a woman's suit, Mr. Crawford, out of real women. He's a tailor or a dressmaker.
Starling.
That's why they're all so big. He has to keep them alive.
Starling, we know who he is and where he is. We're on our way right now. Subject's name is Jamie Gum, a.k.a. John Grant. They stopped a carton 2 years ago at LAX. Live caterpillars from Suriname. The addressee was a James Gum.
James?
Well, Chicago.
We wouldn't have found him without you. Nobody's gonna forget that.
That makes sense that he starves them. So it loosens up the skin. But he should starve him for longer. 3 days is not enough to actually loosen your skin.
Okay, precious, time for a little treat.
Ooh. Is that a head? Is that someone's scalp?
Come on, girl!
My God. I hope you don't hurt the dog. But, I mean, you do what you gotta do at this point.
I got a yummy, yummy snack for you. Are you up there, you little shit? Come and get it, pretty girl.
Come.
One pull. One fast, quick. Brah! Damn it. How are you gonna get Precious? Wow. He's tucking it.
Did Frederica ever mention a man named Jamie Gum? How about John Grant?
No. Or me and Pam Malavasi used to help her do alterations for old Mrs. Littman.
Can you give me Mrs. Littman's address? I need to talk to her.
Wait, but didn't they already find? They know who he is? Like, why are you continuing the investigation? They already know who he is.
So powerful. So beautiful.
Down here, you sack of shit!
Precious. Hey, don't you hurt my dog!
Don't you make me hurt your dog!
Hey, you don't know what pain is!
Oh my God. I would never hurt a dog, but in this situation... Oh my God, he's gonna kill you! Saved by the bell, girl.
We're going in.
Good afternoon. Sorry to bother you. I'm looking for Mrs. Littman's family. Well, I'm investigating the death of Frederica Bimmel.
There's no one here, Jack. Clarice.
Well, Frederica used to work for Mrs. Littman. Did you know her?
Was she a great big fat person? Mrs. Littman had a son, though. Maybe he could help you. I got his card in here someplace.
Oh my God, she's alone in his house. Oh my God, is she gonna find him? Is she going to?
Say, has the FBI learned something? The police around here don't seem to have the first clue.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I'd run out of there. I know that's not your job. Your job is to stay there and catch him.
May I use your phone, please?
She's acting weird. He's acting weird.
Freeze! Put your hands over your head and turn around. Spread your legs. Put your hands in the back. Thumbs up. Freeze!
Oh no, he's gonna take the gun. Take your sweater off. She's alone, bro. Oh my God, she should call. You should call for backup. No. Oh my God, she's shaking. She's terrified. Where'd he go? Did he run out of the house?
Catherine Martin? Yes! FBI!
He's still around there.
Just get me out of here! I gotta leave this room. I'll be right back. Catherine! The other officers will be here any minute now!
Is that true? I didn't see you calling anybody. Oh my God, is that body parts? Oh my god. No. You can just shoot her. Shoot. If I were you, I would shoot. Just shoot. I know. I know. Oh my god, this is terrifying. Oh my god, you killed him. Good job, Clarice. Oh, she's gonna keep the dog. I'm glad. Hannibal Lecter's still out in the wild. Did we forget that?
Congratulations.
Wow. Congratulations, Clarice. Crawford. I like him. It's a big piece of cake. That's huge.
Thank you, Mr. Crawford.
For the opportunity.
Starling.
Well, Clarice, have the lambs stopped screaming? I have no plans to call on you, Clarice. The world's more interesting with you in it. I do wish we could chat longer, but I'm having an old friend for dinner.
Oh.
Bye.
Dr. Lecter. Dr. Lecter.
Just ran away. Oh, this idiot. Are you gonna eat him with some fava beans and a nice Chianti? Wow. Mr. Lecter. I can't believe how he escaped. That's pretty smart of you, Mr. Lecter. Dr. Lecter. No, Mr. is Doctor. Dr. Lecter. Good job, Clarice. Wow. Okay. I think this was amazing. Scary, but really great. Let's talk about it. What an incredible film that I think was amazing, but it's not at all what I expected. I mean, yes, it's not a horror movie, as someone mentioned. It's more of a psychological thriller, which I enjoy more. And I think this film did amazing in bringing that genre through and bringing it to life, in telling us the story of how Buffalo Bill gets caught by the FBI. What I expected was the central plot to be around Hannibal Lecter being a cannibal and eating people and how he did it and why. But instead, it was centered around Buffalo Bill's murders and why he was doing it and his motives. But yet, we got such great insight into who Dr. Lecter is and his motives. Why he chose to help Clarice, why he was so fixated on her, and why he chose to participate and collaborate in the investigation. First of all, I think he was motivated by intellectual stimulation. I think all these things that he figures out, because he was a psychiatrist or a therapist of some sort, all these deductions and like conclusions that he came to were part of this like mental game that he plays. And he also likes to play mental games with people, and he likes to manipulate people. You see him taunting the way he was taunting the mother of the victim, and the way he taunted, not specifically Crawford because we didn't see interaction there, but Dr. Chilton, for example. Also, I thought it was really interesting how Hannibal Lecter has this appreciation for elegance and art and music. This like, he was listening to like classical music while he was drawing, and he has this appreciation for elegance, and he actually doesn't like mediocrity, and he thinks of mediocre people as less than him, or mediocre, what he would consider a mediocre person as less than him. And at the same time, he has sort of like a twisted sense of justice. I don't know. I think he's such an interesting character, and I loved his involvement in this whole case, but I wish that we knew more about him. I wish there was a movie just about what he did, how he did it, how his brain works. This movie left me wanting more of Hannibal Lecter. Incredible performances too. He played such an incredible character, so realistic. He just made it seem so natural to be a psychopath. And I think, I don't know if he was nominated or if he won an Oscar, but I think he should have, because that was incredible. Also, Jodie Foster's performance was also incredible. She seemed very in control of herself at all times, yet kind of vulnerable to Dr. Lecter. A couple of things about the movie that I mentioned throughout. It's how she really found her place as a woman in a male-dominated industry and world. The way people looked at her and kind of looked down at her and didn't want to have conversations in front of her made her really uncomfortable and unhappy about the situation, but she carried herself so well, and she continued to prove herself to the point that she ended up finding and killing Buffalo Bill. I think even though it wasn't like explicitly talked about in the film, it was one of the main themes that this film explored, along with others like gender and identity, the nature of evil, the motive behind evil, transformation. And honestly, this film makes you think a lot. It makes you really want to understand what's going on in the mind of all parties involved in this whole tragedy, Buffalo Bill and Hannibal Lecter and Clarice. I think Clarice had some guilt, or felt some guilt over not being able to save that lamb or the lambs, and that's why she ran away. But further than that, I think that she really wanted to prove herself as a person who can overcome that trauma and be successful despite having lived such unfortunate events as a child. Yeah, I mean, I have a lot of thoughts, and I feel like more of them will come up, as I continue thinking about this movie. So I'm looking forward to having a conversation about this in the comment section. I'll be active, hearing your thoughts, reading your thoughts, and chatting about it. So if you liked this video, don't forget to leave a like. Huge thanks to the members of Christy's crew, my friends over here. And go follow me on Instagram at Christy Reacts, and I'll see you later. Bye.